So I saw in your book there's a lot of like exercises to help open all this up.
Yeah, and you can do that. And it's really beautiful. There's 8 key skills, and there's a little workbook at the back of the book, so you can go through and do the little exercises, and they'll guide you. And it's not like just getting rid of everything. It's not going cold turkey.
Right.
And you won't with soft addictions, because we're going to use our computer, you're going to watch television, you're going to use your cell phone. It's more, how do you do that? And this helps you unlock those secrets to, why is that so attractive to me? What am I really hungry for? What's my vision for my life that's really in my heart, what I want for my life? And do these things really help me fulfill that? No, they don't.
Yeah.
And when you start to see this, not only do you let go of your soft addictions, you start adding things to your life that are really fulfilling, really nurturing, more contact with other people, things that fill your spirit. You're meditating and praying and playing and reading and getting together with friends and pursuing your passions and getting bigger jobs and losing weight, and all these things happen naturally once you start unlocking it at the core of it.
Yeah. But don't you think one can replace another?
Yeah, that's what's so difficult about them, because they know people like stop smoking and they start eating. You know, they get rid of the TV, then they go to the internet. So that's why the soft addiction solution is going underneath that to the real core, so you unlock it there, so you don't just give up one for another.
For another. Wow. So what is your vision with all this? Where do you want to take all this great work? Because I know you do some pelerinage in Thailand.
Yes.
You have the Judith Wright Institute.
Yes.
You're writing books. You've been on 50 TV programs, 350 radio stations. I mean, on Oprah, Today's Show. What's next?
Well, I think, you know, I'm open to the universe to see what's next. But it really matters to me that I'm awake, and I help other people get awake and to get more out of life. It helps me because I continually grow and expand and learn more about life, get more intimate, more real, more genuine, and I'm helping other people to do that. It's a really beautiful thing. So for me, it's just a matter of growing, getting the message out to more and more people, helping people see that you really can have a phenomenal life. It really is your birthright, and there's some work you need to do that, but it's possible. It's very hopeful. There is a path to follow to do that. There are skills to learn that actually can have you have a great life. And that's what we've discovered with all this work over these years and at the Wright Institute. Like, we know now, what do you need to have a great relationship, or be satisfied in your career, or to fill your spiritual hungers in different ways. We know that now, and we can teach that, and it's really thrilling to get the word out and to really talk to as many people as we can, and to invite as many people to come play with us and spread that, and to empower people to support other people, so it keeps spreading.
Yeah. But like, for example, if you find that you have that deep hunger to love, like you feel so much the love in you, and some way it's locked, and you know it's locked.
Right.
But it takes something to break through that wall that you built. For many years.
It does. It does, because the wall gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes what we do at the Institute, we use what we call the assignment way of living. We have these little assignments, little skills that build on one another. So you take a step in your life, and then you take another one, you take another one. But let's say you know you have a big heart, but you're kind of shy, or you don't let down, or you don't really let people know who you are. Well, you'd have a little assignment. It might be that you'd had to tell 3 people that week something that mattered to you, or meet 2 new people that week, or depending on where you're at, what you'd add to your life. And we keep building that. Then we have a series of assignments now that we can help people go step by step and build the skills to take the bricks out of the wall over their heart one by one, and to open up more fully.
Wow. So what other advice would you have for us?
I think, really, like, my biggest advice is that we all are really quite magnificent, that every human being has gifts and talents and uniqueness. That each one of us, there's never been another us, and there never will be, and that there's a wonderful gift that we are, and it's really our responsibility to discover what that is. And it's not just one thing, but to really find out who we are fully, and to offer that in the world. And one of the biggest issues that we deal with a lot at the Wright Institute is that most people don't want enough. One of the biggest problems we have is really helping people to want more out of life. It seems it's funny sometimes, but they'll have a problem to solve, or a goal they want to achieve, and we can do that pretty easily. We know now what that takes to do that. But the bigger thing is to open up a wider and broader and bigger vision for themselves, to want a satisfying, wonderful relationship and career fulfillment, or to be a great parent, or to feel a sense of respect for themselves. But all those things, to have that in every area of their life, is really something that everyone can have, and they need to want that and commit to that to make that happen.
And it seems that, you know, no matter how much you give people the tools, there's everything. There's a program, there's the tools, but yet there's something. And there seems to be, like, there needs to be this breakthrough for humanity in what it is now to be a human being.
Right.
What do you think it will take to break through that?
Well, I think it's a lot of
There's something
things.
we're resisting.
There's something we're really resisting. You know, there's a lot of fear, I think. People get paralyzed. They're afraid of failure, afraid of being humiliated, or a fear of success, because then maybe they'll feel like their friends won't be with them anymore, or they'll be lonely. There's a lot of fear that is in the way. I think there's a lot of mistaken beliefs that we have, that, oh, I'm not worthy, or it's not possible, or that's for someone else, not me. I think there's a lot of mistaken thinking that we have, and stinking thinking, I think, that keeps us from that. And I think there's not a lot of examples of people who really are really satisfied in every area of their life. There's not a lot of models, so we start to think, oh, maybe I can't have that. We don't see that many people being satisfied in every area of their life. But that doesn't have to be that way. It really is not the way it's supposed to be. And I think as part of it is we all do what we need to do, take the next steps, take a risk, learn a new thing, and share that with other people. It's very catching. Inspiration's very contagious.
It is.
It really is, and it's what you're trying to do, and it's why we're talking now. It
starts with a smile.
It can just start with a smile, a kind word, some eye contact, some things like that, to really remind us that we're worthy and we can have a great life, and there are literally steps to do that. It's not magic. It's hard. It's hard work, but the hard work is great. And and it's not a quick fix.
No.
And it's a lifelong journey.
It is.
But it really is how to have a great life. It's just keep growing, 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 growing.
And what do you think about The Secret? Because we spoke lately a lot about the law of attraction, and some people are, there's a skeptic, and there's the people that are totally embracing it, and I'm one of them. I love the idea of the law of attraction and how what we think is what we're bringing in our reality.
Right, and I think that that's that essential truth, that how we think and what are we radiating that brings in the response that we really want. And I think it is really important, and I think there's real truth to it. I think there's some skills that's helpful for people to really learn to manifest those things. There's work to be done and steps to take, and some people have translated it just to monetary abundance, and it's really about having abundance in all areas of your life. It's not just about money, it's about abundance. It's about living a rich life. It's about having a wealthy experience here on the planet. So I think there's a broader definition that sometimes is helpful for people about it. But to really understand that it's ours to create our reality.
Yeah.
It really is ours to do that. And to not feel like we're a victim of circumstances, or someone else has to change, or everything has to be different in order for me to be happy. No, I can take responsibility every day to have a satisfying moment, a satisfying morning, a satisfying afternoon, and a satisfying day.
So do you visualize your future often, or your day, how it's going to go? Do you create intentions?
In some ways I do that. Because I live according to principle, so everything that I do, if it's a business meeting or a talk I'm giving or a date with my husband, I have in my mind and heart an intention for that encounter, and I keep aligning myself to that principle, and it helps me stay focused and present and create more value in that interaction, rather than just sit back and wait and see what happens.
Yeah. No, you're having an active role in your life.
I am, and it really makes a big difference. Because I feel like I'm like the author of my life. I've got the reins of it. I'm not always in control of all my circumstances.
No, it's not about control.
No, but
it's about co-creation also, I think, with the universe, with the flow, with God, whatever you feel comfortable with this energy.
And to really open myself up to be in that alignment with it, and not just sit back and wait for it to come to my door and say, "Hi, Judith, here's your wonderful life," and to really open myself up to be in alignment with Spirit to the very best of my ability and awareness, and to really channel that into what I'm doing.